Okay, in this brief training video, I'm going to show you how to get logged into your Gmail at uppervalleycc.org account, as well as look at some of the general settings for email. So from the main google.com website, we can just click on Gmail. Notice I've already added my personal Gmail account to this. So in order to get back to the screen where I can actually add the uppervalleycc.org, I can click on this little drop-down arrow right here, and you'll see Use Another Account. So I'll go ahead and put in my full at uppervalleycc.org email address. And you do have to use your full email address here. Just the first part, Bowser E, your first or last name, first initial won't work. You need the full email address. Next, you're going to enter your password, and that should be your network login password or whatever you're using currently to log into Google Drive or Google Classroom with. So it all uses the same password. So I'll go ahead and log in with this. And once I'm logged in, it will drop me off in Gmail. Now, I've already migrated my mailbox, so I already have stuff from the day that I migrated on the 22nd. Obviously, new mail isn't flowing in here and won't do so until we make the official switchover, at which point I'll migrate my mailbox again. So that's basically getting logged in, pretty straightforward. Remember, you have your little, they call it a waffle or Google Apps icon up here, so I can always switch between Gmail and any other Google application, Google Drive, Calendar, Docs, Sheets, Slides. I can switch pretty seamlessly between all of these particular applications, even get over to Google Classroom from right here. So the other thing I want to show you is in the upper right hand corner is the little gear. Anytime you see a gear in a Google product, that's generally where your settings are going to be at. So we're going to look at settings. Now there are a lot. There are several tabs, so a whole lot of settings that you can modify in here. I would recommend that you not mess with most of them unless you know exactly what you're doing. There are several that are already set by default by us through the Google Admin Console. So I'll kind of draw those out. But again, it's probably pretty safe to say don't go in here and just start meddling with the settings unless you know exactly what you're doing. So we'll click on this little gear and then we'll choose settings from there. And again, you can see all these tabs across the top are different settings. And you may need to have access to some of these and use some of these. Most of what you're going to want to change is on this general tab. And again, there will only be a few settings. A couple things I want to draw your attention to and I'll highlight in future videos is this undo send. We do have it enabled by default, and we do have the maximum period of 30 seconds set. That's a nice feature. You send something and you want to retrieve it or pull it back. I'll explain how that works in a future video, but that's going to be set on for 30 seconds by default. The reply behavior you're going to want set, when you click reply, it'll reply just to the sender, and you'll have to select reply all if you want it to go to all. That's the way you want that set. A couple other things I wanted to show you in here. You can actually set your picture icon. This is what shows up here, and then it obviously shows up here when you log into your Google account. Neither here nor there, not required, but certainly can do that. This is also where you'll go set the signature. So you have options of what type of signature. You can have no signature. You can insert a signature in here, and then that'll go out on every email that you send. You also have an option for a vacation or off, I like to call it the off-campus responder. So again, if you're going to be gone for the summer, you can go in here and turn this on. Vacation responder, set the day you're going to leave. You can set the day you're coming back if you want to, and a subject and a message. You also have options to only send that response out to people who are in your contact list, and also only to send, or this is an and or because you can check both of them. Send your auto reply response only to people at Upper Valley Career Center, so they have to have an at uppervalleycc.org account. Probably a little safer to have those checked. Otherwise, if you get some sort of spam or something coming into your mail account, they're going to get a response back, so they know they have a good email account at that point in time, and chances are you're going to be seeing additional spam in your mailbox. Anytime you make changes on any of these tabs, it's always important to make sure that you click on the Save Changes, and it will notify you that you've enabled whatever changes you've enabled in that. And so I'm going to shut that off because I don't want my vacation responder saved. And then you can go ahead and once you save that again, you can go ahead and get out of here. If you want to get back to your mailbox, you just come over here to the left-hand side and click on your inbox, and again you're back in your inbox. So again, to get to your settings, the gear in the upper right hand corner and choose settings. Again, use caution. I'll create some other training videos to show you things that you might want to change in here. But by and large, if you don't know what the setting is, then you probably don't want to mess with it. Seek some assistance from the tech staff, or at least do a little research do a little Google research before you make changes to settings in here. Thank you for your time.